Welcome and thank you for tuning in today. We are joined by Tristan Caesar, who has recently opened up a new business in the Cedar Valley. So Tristan, tell us a little bit about your new business.
So my new business is a daiquiri shop and bar. So it's both, you can come and get daiquiris, or you can just come get mixed drinks or shots, or pretty much we have everything that you can possibly want to drink as far as alcohol. We just got beer, so I'm just trying to expand as far as just needs or wants that, customers want when they come through the door.
And the name of your new location is called Daq King, is that right?
Yep.
So how did you come up with that name?
So I wanted it to be my last name at first. So of course I have my mom and my partner and my sister. So I was like, I want it to be called Caesar's Daiquiri Bar. It's like, no, you gotta have something a little bit more catchier than that. So actually my partner was like, hey, how about we do the abbreviation for daiquiri, Daq, and then King. So we went with that name, and ever since it's just been growing and people actually love it. So.
Oh, that's awesome. And how long have you been open?
So we've been open since the weekend before Thanksgiving. I did like a little soft opening just to try to, gauge and see, do's and don'ts. So it was the Saturday before Thanksgiving. And then after that, the hours just varied, so that we could kind of, get a feel of like the community, the people coming in, what we were doing right and what we were doing wrong. Because this was pretty much our first time even like owning or doing anything with the bar. So we were all learning. So it was
awesome.
It was a pretty fun experience.
That sounds like quite the adventure. And so that is Thanksgiving of 2021. So you've only been open really for a little over a month, right?
Yep, a little bit over a month.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Tell me, who is your ideal customer? Who's your target market for serving at Daq King?
To tell you the truth, it's actually women. Women love daiquiris. I'm not saying that guys don't, but what I've seen so far within this month, who comes through the door, it's women. And if it's not women, it's men, husbands pretty much getting daiquiris for their wives to take home to them. And then when they get home and they drink it all up, the husbands get sent right back to the bar to get more daiquiris for their wives. And so I hear that story maybe 5 times out of the day. Hey, my wife sent me back to get more daiquiris for her.
Wow.
So that's my target customer of people that are actually coming through the door, is women coming after work with friends or family or, whoever. Is mostly women.
That is awesome. And that's some really smart husbands earning some great points.
Right.
So I love that concept. Yeah, you sort of had me at the title for daiquiris. So I can't wait to pop over there. So tell me where exactly you're located.
So we're on 632 Sycamore Street. It's kitty corner from the Black Hawk County Jail. Down the street, they have a couple other businesses. I'm down the street from Rodney's Kitchen, from Royal Edge Barbershop. So it's right on that corner. A lot of people say, hey, I can't find where you're at. Just right there on the corner. So you know where Rodney's or Royal Edge is? I'm right on the corner from them.
Awesome. So you can pick up something to eat, get a haircut, and get some beverages all in the same street.
All at the same time.
That's awesome. So you had mentioned, oh, go ahead.
I have moms that drop their kids off to get haircuts at the barbershop and come over and have a drink while they're waiting.
Oh, that's a brilliant strategy. Brilliant. So you had mentioned that you have a partner and some family involved. Tell us a little bit about your team. How many members are on your team? So give us a snapshot of that.
So I have my partner. He's actually been together for 8 years. He works at he's a barber full time. So he has a studio in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. So and then my mom, she's a big part of Daq King and like helping me from the beginning all the way up until now. You know, she's been there as far as, you know, what machines we should get, inventory, pretty much everything. So, and then I have my best friend. Her name is Brittany Ambrose, and she pretty much is helping me as far as accounting wise. She was an accounting major, so just like with numbers, she's great with. My sister, she's also she works at Hawkeye, so she comes down and helps me out when she can. So they're just pretty much a tight knit group that comes down and helps me out when I have questions or anything. And then I hired a bartender. His name is Purvis Williams. He's a known bartender around Waterloo. Knows lots of people. Always great conversations. And everybody just loves him when they come down. Like they just spark up a conversation. He makes them a great drink, and it just goes from there. It's a great vibe when it comes to the atmosphere. I feel like your bartenders are the ones that set the mood for the bar, and he does a great job at it.
That's awesome. Now, I have heard that you have multiple special flavors for daiquiris. Tell us a little bit about what to expect if we were to come in.
So we have 3 main flavors right now. We have strawberry, mango, blue raspberry. Those are going to be our main flavors. We also just made sour apple. It's green. So my bartender Purvis was like, "Hey, let's throw some caramel in there." So the flavor of the week was caramel apple, and it tastes just like a caramel apple. So so many people liked it. So we're actually going to make the green apple a main flavor as well. So we'll have those 4 main flavors. I actually have another machine on the way. Should be shipped and be here sometime this week. So we all sat down and talked of what would be a good flavor, the next good flavor. So we came up with summertime lemonade because, that's good with strawberry lemonade, raspberry lemonade. So it was like, I think, a lot of people would like that. And then, so of course, each machine has 2 flavors. So the other flavor we were coming up with was a natural base. So you don't put any alcohol in it. So pretty much if we wanted to do like a virgin daiquiri, we could. There's a lot of people that come in and say, "Hey, I don't drink alcohol. Do you have a virgin daiquiri?" So now we'll be able to serve people that don't drink, daiquiris, but still want to come down and have a good time.
I love that. I love the versatility of it. So, as you think back to the last month and all the things that you've learned as you've been opening this business, and I'm sure it's been a much longer journey, what would you say is the biggest lesson as an entrepreneur that you've learned that would help other entrepreneurs fast track past it a little bit?
I would say don't procrastinate. Like when you are pretty much once you get the idea, hey, this is what I want to do, just go ahead and do it. I know a lot of people put stuff on the back burner and say, well, hey, I got this going on or I got that going on. Just go for whatever you have in your mind as far as your dreams. Like you have to be sorry. You
You're
have
good.
to you have to stay on track with what you want. That's the only way, things are going to happen. Because before I would put it on the back burner, and I've been wanting to do this since I've been back in Waterloo. And I've been back in Waterloo maybe over 9 years. And finally, I was like, when COVID hit, I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and do what I want to do, that makes me happy. And it's always been to open up a daiquiri bar. Ever since I lived in Texas, I was like, every time I went to a daiquiri bar, it was always good times, good people, always good service. So I was like, we don't have anything like this in the Midwest or Iowa, so I think I could bring it to Iowa and it would be, successful. So just stick with your dreams and don't give up. That's what I want to say.
I love that. I years ago heard Tyler Perry and John Maxwell doing an interview together, and they both shared a lot about their dreams. And one of the things that they both said was that if your dream, when you say it out loud to somebody, doesn't get you a whole lot of pushback and that's too big and you'll never be able to do that, then you're not dreaming big enough. And I've thought about that many times over the years, just about, as we, as business owners, look for the future of our business. Are we planning and thinking big enough? So speaking of dreams and big enough, what do you see for the future of Daq King?
So I actually have had conversations with a lot of people that have come through that door. And a lot of them have been asking like, man, we don't have this, where we're from people from Des Moines to Cedar Rapids. I even had a lady from Chicago have a conversation with one of my bartenders like, hey, we don't have anything like this in Chicago. You should bring this to Chicago. So I of course, I want to expand. I just want to do it the right way and make sure that I have a firm foundation. I'm going to learn all the things that I can learn. And then, of course, expand to, maybe other cities in Iowa or, even further than Iowa. But I'm going to take the baby steps first so I can make sure that I'm doing everything the right way.
Love that. So tell us, for business owners out there, what would you say has been the best piece of marketing? Like, what type of marketing has worked best for you so far?
Well, I started off small. So, of course, I started off on Facebook, making a Facebook page. I made an Instagram page. And that's just from like friends and family around, Iowa or, down in Texas or wherever. That was, I wouldn't say small, but my small group of friends that I have on those, social media sites, they actually shared it and their friends, and it started to become bigger and bigger. And actually, after I had made the Daq King Facebook page, there was a lot of people that I didn't even know that shared it and kept sharing it, and like the Facebook page grew so big that I met people that I wouldn't have met before. So I would say those were a big help as far as marketing, but also the Waterloo Courier, KWWL. I'm sure this interview right now will help as well as far as marketing. So when you're new, you're just learning everything. Everything's new. Everything's a new experience. So I just feel like everyone that I talk to is great marketing, like, because, I wouldn't be able to do this just on my own through just my Facebook page, my Instagram.
So what I'm hearing is a lot of social media, tapping into your own community and word of mouth.
Yep.
And I'm curious, for the social media, was any of that paid social media or was it all organic reach?
Just organic. As far as me just making flyers, I learned that on my own and posted on, Facebook and Instagram. That's pretty much it. Nothing paid.
That's extraordinary. I love that. So we have New Year's coming up and many holidays in 2022 that hopefully we'll all be celebrating. If somebody wanted to have you provide the beverages for an event, what does that look like?
So we are actually doing, we don't do deliveries or anything like that right
Mm-hmm.
now, but we do to-goes. So it's great for families that are having Christmas Eve parties, ugly Christmas sweater parties, Christmas parties, um, New Year's, if they're having a party at home saying, hey, we want some daiquiris. You can come in and get half gallons. Eventually, I want to get to the point where I get gallons where you can just come and take it home and enjoy it with your family and friends. So that's my goal as far as to, if you don't want to stay in the bar and have a drink, you can take it home and enjoy it with, your loved ones.
Awesome. So how do they get a hold of you? So when somebody wants to order sort of a larger order for that, obviously they can come in and stop at your physical location. Are there any other ways that they can get that arranged ahead of time?
So pretty much you can go through the Facebook page and there's a messenger app just for Daq King. A lot of people have been contacting me through this, asking questions of, from what flavors I have to, the times that I'll be open, or, do you have virgin daiquiris? So you can contact me through there. You can contact me through my email that I have. And then eventually what we'll do is we're going to get a telephone number and a phone down there. So you can call and ask, hey, I'm coming in, I'm getting, I want to place an order for, my Christmas party. I need 3 half gallons of such and such, then, you can call in and I'll have it ready for them when they get there,
Perfect. So tell us so that we can make sure anybody watching this knows where to find you and how to contact you. Tell us your address again and give us your contact information, your email address, whatever you want to throw out there so that anybody watching this can make sure that they can find you.
Okay. So we're on 632 Sycamore Street, and that's in Waterloo, Iowa, 50703. You can contact us on our Facebook page. It's Daq King. You can also Google us and it'll pop up Daq King of Waterloo. Also, you can reach me by email, which is Tristan, Tristan, Caesar, Ceaser, 87@gmail.com. And hopefully, there'll be in the future many other ways that you can contact us or get a hold of us for those orders.
Awesome. So last thing, anything else that any of our viewers should know or that you want to share and make sure they know about Daq King?
I would say that, we are excited to see new faces walk through the door. It's exciting meeting new people in the community that I haven't met before. It's a great environment. And, we just want to, bring something new to the Cedar Valley, to Waterloo, to, downtown Main Street. And, eventually we want to do events like my Waterloo Days Parade. So hopefully you'll see us popping up at different events downtown in the Waterloo area. And we're just excited to be downtown and to be a new business and something new for people to do,
Awesome. Well, we are excited to have you in the community and joining the entrepreneurial world. So again, today, big thanks for having Tristan Caesar of Daq King join us. And if you are interested in either visiting the bar and daiquiri shop or getting some orders to go, we will make sure we put the contact information for how you can visit or get a hold of Tristan in the description below. Thanks for joining us today. We appreciate it. And Tristan, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy entrepreneurial day and sharing your story with us.
Yes, thank you for the interview.